What we've got here is a little bit of an interesting piece. I picked this up at a thrift store recently. Or, well, actually, it's not so recent now. I've had this for a while and just haven't made a video about it. See, it says Dynamo and solar radio. And believe it or not, the picture that's on the box is actually 100% accurate as to what it looks like. See, we've got Hong Kong patent number and UK patent number. Interestingly enough, no US patent. It's black in color. 4 power system. Solar, Dynamo, which is basically the manager winding. It's got DC backup, as well as normal type AA batteries. Take a look at the top. You can see it says Advanced High Precision Electronic Circuitry. High sensitivity reception. Superb, a crystal clear sound. Heavy duty military standard mechanic components. And FCC approved. New technological breakthrough. What does it say on the bottom? LED indicator lights up when station is captured. Built-in high fidelity loudspeaker. Including earphones jack. Earphones optional. Equipped with nylon belt for easy carrying. There's your frequency range. And on the back, we've got a little bit of information about how to use it. My foot is stuck on something right now. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, it's a wire. How handy that is. Expose the radio under direct sunlight or incandescent light. It will capture and store the energy automatically. Turn the radio off when charging. So here you can see some information about it. Alright, let's get it out of this packaging. Alright, so here's the unit itself. That's what it looked like on the box. I set the bar high here when it comes down to what this thing offers, with high sensitivity reception, superb crystal clear sound, high precision electronic circuitry, military standard. Well, I'm here to tell you that while this isn't bad, it's certainly not any of those. I mean, there's the speaker, and that's the size of the speaker. And they call that a loudspeaker? Come on. That ain't no loudspeaker. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Solar charging was working earlier, but I guess it's not now. Probably because the light is actually LED. Here's our tuning knob. Not the most accurate looking thing in the world. There's a band switch. FM AM receiver. There's our hand crank there. On the back, there's our DC jack, our earphone output, and spot for batteries. I might go get some batteries and put them in there, but I've been thinking of getting some rechargeables for this. I think that would be cool. But either way, let me wind this up a little bit and put it into Dynamo charging. Hear it. Actually sounds fairly high quality. I'd imagine the internal batteries are probably well and truly shot. Or maybe it does actually require batteries to be back here. I'm not quite positive on that. Let me see if... Oh, there we go. So that actually is working. So I'll charge it up a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and have a listen to the radio. Okay, I think it's charged up enough. Interestingly, you cannot operate the radio in the Dynamo charging mode. You have to switch it to one of the other two. Let's go ahead and switch it to FM. Turn the band down completely. Just like that. Switch it on. Now listen to it.
C'est fou. Ben ouais, merci. 2 en 2. C'est rare que je suis aussi fidèle. Tout d'abord. Having quick.
I wish I could get some focus on this. I don't know what this camera's deal is. Do I need to give it more light or something? Well, I'll tell you what. For being a cheap piece of crap, this really isn't that bad. But for all of what they said on the box, I think they could have probably done a little better. Maybe it would do a little better if I extended the antenna. Okay, a quick and dirty test with the antenna completely extended. Seems to yield that most of the thing's problems are not the reception. It has nothing to do with the reception. More so than the fact that this tuning knob really needs to be a little bit higher quality. Now, it looks like our charge is running down, so I'm going to have to charge it up a little bit more before we do an AM band scan. Yeah, let's go ahead and have a band scan on AM now. Switch that over.
That, so intense when they found the SLA.
Oh, it is tuned in here.
In terms of wiping them out.
There's something.
You just don't do that. Oh, God. Okay, now what about the plan of transit?
I can tell it's not tuning it in very well.
Another golf season is here, and our region has...
If you put on that one right now, you're lucky if you're hitting 200.
Alright, well, there's your band scan on AM, I guess.
Or 95 depth. In Ottawa, Greensmere Golf and Country Club.
I find it
is joy
amusing that it
for all
doesn't
golfers.
click back tuned in.
Hi, this is Jeremy Diamond. There have been a lot of fatal accidents lately. The reason is that distracted driving...
Well, anyways, I think we get the point here. Okay, so let's issue my final verdict on this thing. What do I think of it? Well, for what it is, it really isn't too bad. You know, it's a decent portable radio, all things considered. But the box sets some very lofty expectations. Advanced high-precision electronic circuitry, I'm going to give that one a meh. It's possible, but I don't really think so. High-sensitivity reception gets a definite nope. And that's not because it's not incapable of receiving stations, it's because this tuning knob here is absolutely useless. Tuning in, fine-tuning completely. Superb crystal clear sound. Well, you know what? For the tiny speaker that it's got to work with, the sound quality isn't too bad, but it could certainly be better. Heavy-duty military standard mechanical components. It's supposed to say mechanical, but obviously being the country of origin is China, and it's modern Chinese crap. I would imagine this probably is from around the turn of the century at least. Well, there you go. FCC approved, okay. So other than that, really, I mean, most of it's just not, just all of that. Note, always keep the switch at number 1 unless use number 2 or number 3. Interesting English there. This door here is actually broken, unfortunately. But it is there, so at least I have it. Here's a little bit more stuff on the back here. You can pause the video if you want to read any of that. If you can read any of that. One thing they really missed the boat on, and it would really make this thing just that much better, is if it had a charge indicator. You know, like this over here. This, what is this? Eaton Microlink FRX1, or I guess they just call it an Eaton FRX1 or something. This weather radio. If it had, this has a charge light on the front of it. You can see there's the battery indicator right there. If this had one of those, it would make it just that much better. But I guess you can't really hope for much from a cheap Chinese product such as this. So my overall verdict is not bad. But if you were expecting this to be a primary radio, well, I would certainly try and look elsewhere. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.